Ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute privilege and a pleasure to introduce to some and present to others, co-founder of the Fortune Hub movement, and also one of my best friends on planet Earth, none other than Mr. Jonathan Green from Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Green, have you been able to join us on today?
Yes, sir. I am here. Thank you very much, Mr. Iverson. Man, it's the reason you've always been the first call. I met you over a decade ago, and anytime I came up with a business idea, folks, you know how there's always a one person that you want to run the idea by? Well, that has been the one person, the very first person that I've always admired. Here's one of the most intelligent individuals you'll ever come across. And I love the fact that he really, really has a huge heart for people, but he's the person that I can always bank on, that this gentleman's going to tell you not just what you want to hear, he's going to tell you what you need to hear. And that is the reason why I can truly say he's one of my best friends on planet Earth. And so thank you very much for your kind words. And to all of our guests, thank you. I mean, really, because there are so many places that you can be at this particular time. And it's often said that a wise man is willing to research what a fool takes for granted. And I'm really excited about what we have to talk to you about, but I want to make sure that you're in the right place, okay? Please take heed. Do exactly what Mr. Iverson said. Please have something to write with and to write on. You know, a mentor shared with me a long time ago. He said, I would rather trust a short pencil than a long-term memory any day. And this is one of those deliveries that you want to make sure that you take notes, because when I tell you it is the absolute real deal, what we're about to do is disrupt the entire people space. And let me share this. There were a specific group of individuals that we wanted to invite onto this call. And if you don't fit into that category, my apologies to you, okay? We're literally on the ground floor in front of one of the most innovative, one of the most disruptive financial technology platforms to ever go to market in the people-to-people space. So for that reason, we were specifically looking for people who are not multi-level. Now, this is not a multi-level marketing platform that we're highlighting. We're looking for people specifically from all categories that understands the network effect. Whether you've been in the home-based business industry and you've built large organizations, or whether you've been in the industry and you just happen to know a lot of people. Whether you're a leader in some capacity or organization, a pastor, or any leadership capacity, we wanted you to hear this information because specifically of the fact that we're about to bring along both financial as well as social impact with this project. Guys, understand, I'm going to share my screen as I'm delivering this information here as well. We're here to talk about a peer-to-peer funding platform that is fully automated, a peer-to-peer funding platform that is fully automated, and it leverages a cooperative business structure to build a decentralized worldwide funding platform that is driven by both artificial intelligence as well as financial technology. The great thing about it is we're looking for strategic revenue sharing partners. And I'll go into more detail in terms of what that actually means here in a moment. But understand that should you like what it is that we're sharing with you today, everyone that's involved, it is 100% mutually beneficial. I had the pleasure of meeting the founder and the CEO of Mr. Greg Baldwin about 90 days ago. And I tell you, most people will never recognize the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. But when I tell you that this gentleman is one of the most intelligent beings that I ever had the pleasure of conversing with, this gentleman is an incredible visionary. And this gentleman, what I love best is he has a heart for people. He's a family-oriented gentleman. He has relaxed intensity. I can tell you he loves his beautiful wife. He has his amazing daughters that he really, really cherishes. He's a family man, but he's also a God-fearing individual. Here's a gentleman that when we first conversed, the first 45 minutes was all about relationships. And this gentleman, as we transitioned into business, this gentleman said, Jonathan, and he said it with a very humble spirit. This gentleman said, listen, over the last few years, I've been blessed to be a part of an entity where I've earned over 80,000 deposits from the comfort of my home. And he said, as a result, it has led me and guided me to build a decentralized platform where we're able to bring the promise of blockchain to people. And if you are not aware, the blockchain is designed to give the power back to the people in this decentralized environment. And this gentleman proceeded to talk about this cooperative model that he had structured. And he indicated that this particular model has a predictable, reliable, scalable residual cash flow that is beneficial for all parties. Guys, look, he shared with me that we were focusing in the digital wallet space. And he expounded on that, which I'm going to share with you here as we navigate through this presentation. So make no mistake, I'm not talking about theory in what's going to happen. I'm here to let you guys know that you've been invited to the table in front of one of the most groundbreaking disruptors to ever come across our generation. And I don't say that from a cliche, guys. I say it because you will be able to see the timing and positioning of wherever you are. Understand, if you're a business individual, we expect you to continue on with your business. If you're in the home-based business industry, we're not looking to disrupt what it is that you're doing. Just understand, if you can imagine knowing what PayPal and Cash App has accomplished, if you could go back before their millions and billions of dollars, and if you were invited to have a seat at the table, I'm just trying to paint a picture of that is exactly where we are with this technology that we've already put in the hands of thousands of individuals across international borders. So to all of our guests, let me make something abundantly clear. The ideas and financial strategies that we're going to talk about in this strategic partnership meeting, they are only for people who are willing to look at money from a different perspective than we've traditionally been taught within our institutions and schools. It will only benefit people who are willing to acknowledge that there are smarter ways to generate wealth. Now, quite often, I've had a lot of conversations today with brilliant individuals, people that are gifted in the space that they're doing. And I'm so amazed at how many people have decided to partner up with us within this particular project. But I did encounter one gentleman, and this gentleman simply said, well, it's not going to work. Guys, listen, we're not seeking opinions. We're here to share with you the technology that we're taking around the world, and we're just simply looking for individuals to say, hey, look, I would love to participate in that. And we're going to show you the value proposition in doing so. You see, I had the opportunity about 90 days ago to be a part of the beta testing for this platform. And I'm telling you, I couldn't have been more excited. Why? Because from a professional career, I was a computer architect. I worked for a $1 billion company and implemented technology platforms on the Web2 platform, leveraging SaaS. And so here, you give me the opportunity to not only participate in a beta testing environment, but now I have direct access with the developers. Oh my goodness, you're talking about a dream come true. Man, if somebody can feel what I'm saying, can you put some sevens in the chat? I mean, here's the deal. We're in an industry that over the last 2 years, people have been affected by rug pulls. We've been in industries where people have been in trading environments, investing environments. They've lost a lot of money. And you mean to tell me that I can position myself, but I have access to the individuals where I get to ask my questions as if I'm at the front table with a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure. People that know me can only imagine the type of questions that I asked. And because we understood where we were, let me share with you what we did. Before this technology even rolled out in the pre-launch, I called Mr. Derek Brown and Mr. Spencer Iverson, and I said, look, we're going to cast this vision before we even have anything to share with people. And understand, we said that when right now, pre-launching about December 20th, even though we knew that this platform wasn't going to launch until the first week of January, we started with about 20 individuals. And on Christmas night, Christmas Eve, we had 100 plus people on the call. Christmas Day, you know, somebody said, hey, look, are we going to run during New Year's Eve? I said, look, that's every day. New Year's Eve, the calls were packed out. New Year's Day, the calls were packed out. Last night during the Super Bowl, we had over 90 people on this call. Why? Because it's a game changer. There are systems that have let people down, and this is a project of redemption. Redemption for your financial strategy. Redemption if you've guided people into rug pulls and now you need to rebuild your trust. Whatever the case is, guys, you get a chance to see it firsthand. And like I said, this is not in theory. I'm going to log into the platform that we've already put in the hands of almost 10,000 members over the last 30 days alone. Guys, understand, banking is necessary, but banks are not. You know, you have companies that have surfaced like SoFi Bank. SoFi Bank has disrupted the banking industry. When you look at the traditional brick and mortar industries, you come to realize that banks are nothing more than buildings that houses digital wallets. SoFi Bank, they proved it. Over the last 13 years when they surfaced, they have an incredible corporate office out in California. And they said, we don't want to build with the brick and mortar locations that gives you an opportunity to walk into an institution within 30 miles of your home all over the world. No, we have this digital wallet and we're going to leverage the network effect in order to take it to market. So what do? Over the last 5 years, they reached out to individuals like you and I, and they said, look at our technology. Look at the 4.6% APR that we're willing to give you if you open up a bank account with our company, and we'll give you $25 on top of a $10 deposit that you make, and we'll give you $75 if you go out and share it with other people. Congratulations. You open up an account for $25. You made $75 when you referred it to someone, and they now have a network of over 10 million digital wallets. Were you invited to the table to become a consumer or a prosumer? That's the question. All right, so let's look at the digital wallet industry. To give you a projection, we're talking about $4.6 trillion that you have the opportunity to participate within this particular launch. We can already see what the digital wallet industry is doing, how they're upending and penetrating the traditional financial services industry. You look at specific companies that are now household brands, companies like Cash App, companies like Venmo, maybe even companies like PayPal, how they surface. So you say, well, Jonathan, if this is the industry that we're participating, what makes us different? Well, number one, we're not in a centralized environment. We've built this technology on the blockchain. We're leveraging blockchain as a service. The benefit of that is it reduces the reliance on traditional intermediaries. What does that mean? Well, when you put your money inside of a bank, it's in the bank's custody. You have to ask them permission. If there's a certain limit of money you want to even pull out, you may have to work 24 to 48 hours just to get your money, depending on where you are. We're building a decentralized platform where you have a peer-to-peer funding network where you can send funds decentralized anywhere around the world. You see, even with the traditional utilities that we have in the United States, such as PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, we'll talk to people in St. Lucia and see what that means to them. They're not able to capitalize on that. Talk to the individuals that we've talked to in Ghana, in Kenya, in all of these countries where over 80% of their population are unbanked. See what their needs are. We're building this peer-to-peer system, and we've already, to what I know, have already crossed over 12 different countries with this technology. Well, why are you here? You're here because we're not looking to offer you $100. We're not looking to give you a $20 bill as a referral. We're inviting you to understand the prosumer effect. That means that, yes, we're inviting you to not only become a consumer, but a producer, a borrower and the lender, the owner as well as the user. That is what we're offering, and it has mutual benefits as which we'll share here, okay? Let's see, it's 9:22. Can we please lock the call? Here's why we want to lock the call. Because if individuals were invited to this platform today and they didn't make it, this is not the time for them to come in. It's not the opportunity for them to come in at this moment. Because pretty much from here on out, we're going to be talking about money. And we don't want them to come in and bring their skeptical view of money into this environment. I understand we have this digital technology and we're looking to take it around the world. We're connecting digital wallets all around the world, and we're looking for people who would like to help us to do that. Well, what is the utility behind this platform already? This platform has the capability for member-to-member transfer worldwide. You know, I introduced this platform to a friend of mine in St. Lucia. This gentleman owns a resort. He asked me to set up a private call where they had about 6 other resort owners, and they were blown away. Why? I'm in the merchant services industry. There's something called chargeback. You cannot charge back crypto. And they're willing to give their clients a discount just to pay through the MOSCA, and we haven't even gone to that phase of the launch at this particular time. They're looking for solutions, guys. It's no question of if it's going to work. It is already gone around the world. Now let's look at some household brands that you're already familiar with. And I can only imagine people simply saying to Cash App and Venmo and PayPal, oh, that'll never work. Why would a person utilize your fintech project when they already have their money in the banks? They already have their debit cards. They already have their systems. That'll never work. Oh, it's so laughable that someone told me that today. What are digital wallets? It provides on-demand financial services to the end user via a smart cell phone, a laptop, a computer, or a tablet. And here's how we're going to leverage the network effect in order to take this around the world. But let me give you an example. I've already shared how SoFi Bank leveraged the network effect. Let's take a look at what PayPal accomplished since 1998. They have over 426 million digital wallets. Okay, I talked to somebody today. He said, oh yeah, I added to that number because I referred to somebody to PayPal yesterday. Okay, look, 426 million digital wallets. They literally have over 3 million companies' websites that accept PayPal as an option. This ecosystem, it now has over $1.5 trillion of payments that flows through that ecosystem, and they generate over $29 billion in revenue because they built this community of digital wallet holders. and they earn over $4 billion of profits. So here's what I like to do. If you are a user of PayPal or you refer someone to PayPal, can you put in the chat yes? Just put yes. Let me see who I'm talking to right here. If you are a user of PayPal or you've invited someone to become a user of PayPal, put yes. Okay. All right, great. Yes, we're talking to the right people. You understand that through the network effect, we built that network. Okay. Now, if you are a prosumer with PayPal, I need you to type me. Here's what that means. If you get paid any portion of that $29 billion in revenue, just type me. If you don't, say no. Okay? If you don't get any of that, say no. Okay? So here's the deal. We may have received a $20 bill, but we were invited to the table as a consumer. That is not why you're on this call here today. The consumers that will come in this platform, they can participate around June. Right now, we're looking for individuals who want to be shared revenue owners. What does that mean? You see this $29 billion here? We're looking for people who want to share that as we take this technology around the world. And I'll show you exactly how that is possible.
And do y'all think that PayPal was just going to be a, simple little, internet way to, or do you think it was going to turn into the major kind of transaction processing engine that it is right now?
I didn't expect PayPal's growth rate to be what it was.
Yeah.
So, and that actually created major problems. We started PayPal on University Avenue.
Oh.
After the first month or so of the website being active, we had 100,000 customers.
Really? Wow, I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, it was nutty.
Oh, wow. And how did it start? How did people just even know to use it? And I mean, obviously, both buyer and seller have to be involved.
Yeah. Well, we started off first by offering people $20 if they open an account, and $20 if they referred anyone.
Oh.
And then we dropped it to $10, and then we dropped it to $5. As the network got bigger and bigger, the value of the network itself exceeded any sort of carrot that we could offer.
How much money did y'all spend with that kind of $5, $10, $20 incentive to get that critical mass going?
It was a fair amount. I think it was probably $60 or $70 million.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it was a substantial. Yeah, okay, so we're not talking peanuts here. Yeah.
And then we just did a bunch of things to decrease the friction because and it's just like bacteria in a petri dish.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is try to have one customer generate like 2 customers.
Yeah.
Okay, or something like that, maybe 3 customers ideally. And then you want that to happen really fast. You can probably model it just like bacteria growth in a petri dish.
Wow, isn't that exciting? I mean, look at what they accomplished and how they accomplished. They came to you and they said, listen, if you get this technology, we'll give you $20. If you refer to 3 people, we'll give you $20 for every person that says yes. You were invited to the table as a consumer. You weren't invited to the table as a strategic partner. Understand how cooperative models work. This is a cooperative that we're inviting you to, guys, and we get to share with you the details of exactly how it works and how we're taking it to market. Okay? So let's take a look at what this platform offers and how you can benefit. Number 1, we're leveraging the power of the network effect. As a citizen within this community, we want you to go out and refer 3 individuals to this wallet, and you only have to do that 1 time. 3 individuals. We're not asking you to quit your job. We're asking you to leverage your influence, and we have a model that if you go and refer 3 individuals and we can duplicate that, then you're raising the value of this network. If it's a person who's on the call and you can't see yourself introducing 3 people, then it might be a good idea for you to wait till June, because that is when we're looking for consumers. Right now, we're just looking for strategic partners to help us take this technology around the world, okay? So here's the unique value proposition for you as well. Everything in this environment operates under a smart contract. What does that mean? as you introduce a member to this wallet, the smart contracts takes care of everything else. You don't have to worry about if you're getting paid the right commissions because the smart contract is giving it to you instantly. You don't have to worry about whether or not you can withdraw your money because not only do you get paid instantly, but you can withdraw it instantly as well. Okay? You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about trusting the CEO if he's going to pay you on a Friday or on a Tuesday. No, you pay yourself whenever you get ready because as you build this network, you're paid instantly as the smart contract will be your humble servant. And we'll show you that here in a moment. So essentially, you have a virtual ATM in your pocket that allows you to manage your money and is in a very secure environment. And you have 100% access and control of it, and you can withdraw your money anytime you get ready. So, before I go into the details of how you can get started, I'm going to show you what it actually looks like. Let me show you what this technology looks like. Let me actually refresh my screen so that you can see the beauty in what already exists, okay? When you come to the website, understanding that we're connecting these digital wallets all over the world, you're at all times going to be connected to a Web3 wallet. Why? Because that is where you can pull out your money and you can get a debit card with MetaMask so that as you withdraw money, you never have to take it to the centralized environment. That is the benefit of a decentralized platform. So, as we log into the environment here, we're going to connect our wallet to MetaMask. And once I log in, you get an opportunity to look at the look and feel of this iteration of the platform. As you can see, when you become a member, if you want to introduce members to the platform, all you need is a first name, last name, email, and phone number. Well, here's the deal. Whatever their first name wants to be, they can let it be that. Whatever their last name. Why? We're in a decentralized environment. The only thing that we really need you to make sure that is solid is your email address. Why? Because we're going to send you a verification email because the nucleus of what it is that we've designed, they're able to send money anywhere in the world from your with an email address. Okay? So let's take a look at the Citizen Wallet as it exists already. One of the major utilities to this platform, okay? You're looking at the platform where you can take digital assets and bring it into this ecosystem, right? Right now, you can withdraw, you can transfer, you can receive money. You know, you can do all of this already. But here's what I love. Once we build the community, the utility will continuously expand. Yes, you see swap. What does that mean? You're like, will this be an exchange? You got it. There are so many different phases. Will I have the opportunity to invoice people, even though it's a closed loop infrastructure? If there's a person who is not in the infrastructure, will I have an opportunity to build them and they can pay without even joining the wallet? You got it. But there are so many other amazing benefits to this technology platform that already exist. All you need in order to send money instantly around the world, let me put my buddy who is in here who lives in St. Lucia, okay? MCC L, okay, right here. Mr. Dwayne Eddings. If I wanted to send him money right now, let's say, for instance, if I wanted to send him $1,400, I can press continue. It's going to check my external wallet, say, hey, you okay with this transaction? You say yes. Instantly, less than 1/10 of a second, Dwayne has that money in St. Lucia and he can withdraw it instantly. But here's what's so amazing. The person that introduced Dwayne to this platform, they're going to earn transaction fees anytime he on-ramps money, off-ramps money, anytime he sends money. You look at it and say, oh man, they're going to get these fees. Well, listen, every wallet environment that you know has fees. Why can't you be a shared revenue owner to receive these transactional fees in this cooperative model? Okay? Watch this. Let's go on through, okay? If you want to withdraw your money, you click on withdraw. And instantly, when you press continue, it's going to connect to your external wallet and say, hey, app.moscaworld.com, they want to send you $1,400. Do you want to accept? You click yes, and instantly that money is over there in your external wallet. Okay, that's the utility. Well, let's look and see what it looks like should you decide to participate and help us take this technology around the world. All right, so let's look at some transactions. There are pages and pages of transactions here, but yet we've been a part of this ecosystem for 33 days in the pre-launch. You see an hour a day? Can you imagine getting a transaction for $2.88, $8.62, 15 cents? I love that 15 cents. You know what that means? That means somebody sent money. I can care less of who it was. I just love that if it's going to happen anyway, why not I put myself in the way? 288, 288, 288, 575, 575. These are digital wallet holders. That's a withdrawal of $490. Okay? Look, 288, that's 7 cents, means so much to me. Why does that mean so much to me? You see, I'm in the merchant services industry and I have hundreds of clients that I've provided these solutions for. So one particular client is a convenience store. You know how you go into a gas station and you're purchasing like now or later or chips or cookies. Literally in those $5 and $10 transactions, they generate over $2,500 a day. But do you know that every single time they swipe with that card, I'm earning pennies for every single transaction for hundreds of companies. You have the unique opportunity to see what that feels like in this particular project, okay? All we're asking you to do is help us take this technology around the world. Every bit of money that you see here that's being displayed, not only does it come one time, but it comes back 28 days again and again. It is a residual, predictable, unavoidable, consistent cash flow model, okay? You're going to see what that looks like, all right? How about resources? Currently, we have a young lady who is a part of the Tavis Smiley radio show, Miss Naja Roberts. This young lady over the last 13 years, this young lady has been teaching crypto to the next generation. Like she literally has a kids crypto camp where she goes around the world training communities of kids to understand crypto. Guys, understand, there are three types of people. It's those that are watching the game, those that are playing the game, and those that don't even know that the game is being played. There's a massive wealth transfer that's taking place in the blockchain environment, and it is right before our eyes. Okay, I'll share a story before we leave here as well. But understand, we have the detailed compensation plan that shows you the model. As a matter of fact, I have it here where we can literally display to you how you're a revenue sharing owner. We have the documents to break that down. We're just not going into full details on this call. We're showing you how you can take a position within this program and help us take this technology around the world. And if you were to refer 3 members and we duplicate that process, we're going to give you a projection of what the next 10 weeks will look like by doing so. That is the reason why we wanted to attract people who understood the network effect to this platform. We're not asking for you to come in here and give us all your time. Who cares what else you're doing? That's your business. We're just simply saying you're invited to the table to help us take it around the world. Okay, we have a team of onboarders that the company has already vetted and put it into place that you can trust them with the onboarding process if you like. Within our community, we're giving you the white glove treatment where we're not charging you a dime. When you go into a financial institution and you sit down with that banker, they are giving you the white glove treatment and helping you get that account set up and teaching you everything that you need to know about that bank account. Why? Because they want you to be a valued customer. And that is the time that we're helping you out with the onboarding process here as well. But you have an option to go to the company's onboarder and pay a $20, and they're going to give you the white glove treatment there if you so choose to as well. Now, for the individuals that decide they want to become a revenue shared owner, it's a one-time out-of-pocket $125. That $125 is going to purchase you 3 $28 membership subscriptions, okay? These are owner subscriptions. You say, well, is there a monthly subscription? Yes, not a monthly subscription to consumership. It's a monthly subscription to ownership. To become a revenue share model. If you're a person that said, man, I like that technology, but you know what? I don't want to have to pay in order to get involved. That's not what PayPal did. Well, listen, you can actually wait till the launch, and during the launch, now you can come in as a consumer. Right now, we're looking for strategic partners who want to help us take it around the world. And we have a residual concept, and the only way that you can have a residual concept is to have a subscription-based model. This model is $28 every 28 days. When you partner up and onboard with us, this $125 gives you a head start with 3 cycles of $28 subscriptions, put you ahead of the game as we build out this network so that you can go and introduce 3 members personally, and you will never have to worry about that $28 subscription because it will come and be paid through your profits and never out of your pocket, okay? 3 members, 1 time, okay? Now, let's take a look and see what that looks like. You refer 3 members 1 time. Here's what it looks like. All right, this is the marketing strategy we've put together. You partner up in the program, and you went and introduced 3 people who decided to take advantage of this wallet. The way that the smart contracts works is this is a one-time execution with you referring these 3 members. The smart contract, as soon as that member enters the smart contract, is going to take a $28 token and it's going to pay out 10 people. Okay? And wherever you fall in line, that is the portion that you're going to receive. So what happens when your 3 members do the same thing? Here's what's going to happen. When you go out and have those 3 members go and share this technology with their friends, family members, co-workers, whomever, the smart contract instantly is going to take that $28 token, and now you're going to earn $38 from those tokens that these members actually went out and brought in. Guess what? The red is a one-time execution for you. The green money that you see is totally no involvement with any action. That is the smart contract just dispersing this money to all of those that are in position. So watch this. Let's say week 3. These individuals, we're going to help them do the same. Hey, go refer 3. Can you refer more? Yes. But this is just a theoretical on a 10-week projection if everybody only referred 3 members. Look at what happens, okay? You've gone from $32 to $38 to $71, week 4 about $172. I know there are some people that simply say, oh, that's not impressive, that's fine. But there are some people in countries where $125 means everything to them. Their currency is 3 times less than what we earn in the United States. I mean, our currency in the United States. So they are thankful for this business project, okay? Watch what happens by week 6. Look, week 7. By week 7, you position yourself to $2,700 every 28 days, okay? But that's not it. All right, let's go on to week 10. Week 10, following this duplicatable process, you went and referred 3 members. 10 weeks later, you only referred those 3 members, but you position yourself to now earn over $129,000 every 28 days. Why? Because we've taken this technology around the world. But understand that we invited some individuals who have already earned 6 figures a month, and some are on this line right now. This is not impressive for them. This may be impressive for the masses because people can say, wow, I can do that. But let's take a look at our enterprise model. There's a model that is definitely impressive for the builders as well. is by far the best value. See, this the same onboarding takes place, but now for a one-time out-of-pocket $425, you're going to get 3 $28 tokens for the citizens membership, but you're also going to buy 3 $99 tokens for the enterprise membership. That's right. You're going to get paid in both of the cascades here, guys. The one that I displayed and the one that I'm about to show. Okay? So here's what I love. As long as you refer 3 members, you got 3 cycles to go and refer 3 members. In our environment, we're just creating a culture of you getting it done within the first 7 days. But if it took you 3 cycles of 28 days, you're still in pretty good shape here. Okay? Why? Because that means that you don't have to worry about paying this $127 per month out of pocket, because you're making $149 just for referring 3. And that $149 comes every 28 days. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. You get started and it took you 7 days to refer 3 members. You made $149. What does that mean? That means that those 3 individuals, a $127 token was paid out through the smart contract. You made $149. 28 days later, it's going to disperse another $127 token. 28 days later, it's going to disperse another one. By that time, you have already, every 28 days, your subscription is already paid. Why? Because it's that token that is paying, and the smart contract handles it all. So what do you want to do? Within the next 7 days, you want to help those 3 do the same. Okay? Now look at how the smart contract is paying you out your rewards. Why? Because every dollar that comes in through the peer-to-peer network that you've built, the smart contract is going to pay you your portion of the shared revenue model. Look at here. The red is a one-time execution. A one-time execution here, okay? We can go on and on. Look at what takes place. By week 10 of duplicating the same process, you're now over $597,000 every 28 days. Guys, here's what I love about it. Do you realize that is if you only referred 3? You see, my partners, we have a Facebook group, and we have individuals that have shared with 5 people, 10 people. My partners and I, we have, really and truly, we've shared it with a lot of people personally already. Why? Because I don't get in this just to make $597,000 every 28 days. No, I'm looking for my $1 million a month moment. And that is what we're running for. And we invite you to join us here as well. See, guys, when we look at, as we wrap up here, okay, when we look at these industries, you see Uber. There were a lot of people that says, oh man, Uber will never work. Man, they have taxi companies that have been around forever. But because they came and disrupted the industry, they showed you how to build a cooperative model where everyone involved can get paid through this model, but yet Uber didn't own a single car. But they're the largest taxi company that exists. Amazon came out and they said, you know what? We're going to build this incredible cooperative model, but we're going to build it with books. That's going to be our leading process. People said, books? Man, they got libraries all around. Who's going to build a model with books? It was an ingenious concept where people could buy these books through this network. And once they expanded this network, now there's nothing that you can't buy on Amazon. Why? Because once the community is built, they can do any and everything they want. As a matter of fact, now in the Amazon model, they have a cooperative where there are a lot of business owners that make money within this particular cooperative model as well. How about Zoom? Same exact thing. Google, YouTube, Airbnb, we missed those moments. We missed having an opportunity to become a prosumer there, but you don't have to miss that of MOSCA, guys. You see, as a merchant service provider, I clearly see where it's going. And I love the fact that there will be retail establishment that I will be able to go to, and I'll see that they offer Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, PayPal, and you're going to see MOSCA. And that is typically when people start seeing that MOSCA is a household name, that is when they will recognize that they were clearly in the right place at the right time with the right leadership. But the question is, did they and were they willing to make the right decision? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you, get back with the person who invited you on. Because see, for some people, it took courage to reach out to you to ask you to evaluate this information. For other people, they've been looking for it. I can share with you right now, it doesn't matter to me whether you decide to partner up as a citizen or as the enterprise member. We're going to help you. That is one thing you can bank on. You won't complain about leadership. However, we want you to look at that value proposition, identify what it is that you want to accomplish over the next 90 days, the next 6 months, the next 18 months, and allow us to strategize and put together a game plan showing you how to structure yourself within this program so that you can go out and get it. And we look forward to celebrating with you on the beaches of the world. Mr. Iverson, thank you for your amazing leadership and giving me the opportunity to really share this vision with everyone. And I'll turn it back over to you.
Guys, can we put some sevens in the chat box for the fantastic, the outstanding, iconic Mr. Jonathan Green? Guys, nobody does it better than Mr. Jonathan Green. He's thanking me. Guys, I want to give it right back to him. Thank you for forcing me to see that. And I don't mean force in a bad way. It's just that when you feel passionately about something that you know can bless someone else, you don't want them to miss it. And it's how we all feel as founders and co-founders of the Fortune Hub community, myself, Mr. Derek Brown, Mr. Jonathan Green. I don't want to use the word beg. So I want to be very careful about the word I'm using. We're passionate. That's the word I want to use. We're passionate. We're making a plea to you who are watching us. Don't watch us, guys. We have no equity in this company. We're not on a board. We're not owners. We're not co-founders. We are members who took a position just like you. It's just that instead of treating it like a $425 project, we're treating it like a $400 and $240 million business. That's the difference between us and the average person. Some people see 425 and 125. We see $40 million. We're running a business. We have business meetings. We've got a strategy in place. We're executing. And there are people still who are watching. Guys, don't watch, participate.